On Osrc News at 7, Ondo State Government resolves farmer elder crisis helps on peaceful coexistence. President Tinubu mourned victims of Enugu tanker blast, 6 end to explosions nationwide. Sarah sues federal government NCC over 50% telecom tariff hike. And from the foreign scene, South Sudan faces economic hardship as conflict disrupts oil exports. Good evening to you and welcome. This is the news at 7 on OSRC television. My name is Oyumi Ayinibara. A high-stakes meeting has been convened at the Amotekun Corps headquarters in the state to address escalating tensions in Ibarauke. This meeting aims to mediate a dispute following the destruction of crops worth approximately 265 million naira by herders on farmland managed by the Owena Dam Farmers Association. OSRC's reporter Zimo Ebiemi provides insight into the situation, and the details is presented from our studios.
Tension rose in Ibarauke after allegations emerged that elders allowed their cattle to graze on farmland, causing significant damage. Farmers estimate that this destruction accounts for 25% of their land, leading to frustration and failed negotiations with herders, prompting them to seek intervention from Ondo State government. At this meeting convened by the Ondo State Amotekun, the commander Adetunji Adeleye emphasized the need for peaceful coexistence and adherence to the anti-open grazing law, asserting that no individual is above the law.
I've been talking to the farmers and I've been appealing to them that peace should reign and that far beyond compensation, there is a way we've been relating before now, and farmers are doing their farming, others were doing their own cattle rearing, and there is no problem. I want us to get back to that situation.
He refuted claims of bias against elders and clarified that detentions were legal measures aimed at fostering dialogue.
We have equally been making efforts to ensure that the farmers and the elders resolve amicably, even though we had to seek the leave of the courts to detain both the cows and the 5 boys arrested with the cows. And the court granted this, giving a specific period within which it is assumed that both the farmers and the herders will have resolved.
The governor's special assistant on Hausa matters, Gonia Garuba, highlighted efforts to maintain peace and proposed establishment of ranches to prevent cattle from straying into farms.
Between farmers and cattle rearers, we are one. That if the government can give them their farms, it's not close to farm, all the animals should be there, let them be there for peace to reign.
Vice Chairman of the Owena Dam Farmers Association, Dr. Daudu Igbekele, expressed concern over the extensive crop damage affecting numerous farmers.
What has been destroyed in our farms, is terrific. Some farmers here, as old as they are, wept profusely on what has been destroyed in their farms. But we have been saying that no farmer should fight with the Fulani herdsmen.
Other farmers echoed their grievances, urging immediate action to prevent further incursions. Representatives from Etiala, the Herders Association, denied intentional destruction of crops and accused farmers of exaggerating incidents. Community leaders advocated dialogue and non-violence.
We should find a solution. Amotekun has tried its best. Nobody can accuse them because we appreciate them.
The Ondo State government has pledged to monitor the situation closely and facilitate ongoing discussions aimed at achieving lasting peace in the region.
President Bola Tinubu has condoled with the government and the people of Enugu State over the fuel tanker explosion, which resulted in the loss of lives on Saturday. In a statement by Special Advisor on Information for those receiving medical treatment, President Tinubu therefore directed traffic control agencies to enforce extra measures to prevent recurrent fuel tanker explosions. He also called for caution and adherence to safety measures among road users, particularly fuel tanker operators. The fuel tanker reportedly spiraled out of control and burst into flames when navigating the Ugu-Unyema section of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway on Saturday. It comes just days after a similar incident in Niger State, which claimed over 80 lives. Meanwhile, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has prioritized the safety of lives in the event of accident or occupational hazards. He gave the advice against the backdrop of Saturday's tank explosion in Enugu, which led to the death of about 18 persons and injured scores in Enugu State. The tragic incident occurred on the 9th Mile 82 Division Expressway, Ogun-Nyema section, when a tanker conveying petrol collided with some vehicles and erupted in flames, killing about 18 persons. The Deputy Speaker, in a statement, condoled the families of the victims, as well as the government and people of Enugu State, praying to God to grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. Kalu, who recalled a similar incident that happened recently in Niger State, urged the federal government to relevant authorities to complete the rehabilitation of the road and orders to forestall further occurrences. The Deputy Speaker stresses the need for relevant authorities to provide safety measures and educate citizens to prevent such tragedies in the future. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against the administration of President Bola Tinubu and the Nigerian Communications Commission over an increase in telecom tariffs. In the suit filed at the Federal High Court, Abuja, SERP contends that the tariffs hike infringes on citizens' rights to freedom of expression and access to information as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution and international treaties. SERP's Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, in a statement, said that the tariff hike is happening at a time when Nigerians are grappling with a cost of living crisis. In its prayers, SERP is seeking an injunction to halt the implementation of the hike. The statement further noted that access to communication is not a luxury but a fundamental right. SERP argued that government and NCC have a duty to ensure that telecommunication services remain affordable, especially for the millions of Nigerians living in poverty. The NCC recently approved the tariff hike, which raised the cost of a 1-minute call from 11 naira to 16.5 naira, the price of 1 gig of data from 287.5 naira to 431.25 naira, and SMS charges from 4 naira to 6 naira. The Senate has announced the postponement of the resumption of plenary session from January 28 to February 4, 2025. A statement by the clerk of the Senate, Andrew Mwoba, informed the lawmakers that there is a change in the resumption date due to the ongoing budget defense. The Anambra state government has demolished a kidnapper's den disguised as a hotel on the Onitsha Owerri